Good morning. Welcome back to the Red Mic. Good morning. Welcome back to the Red Mic and happy Wednesday. Today's Red Mic message: if you want the job, start acting like you have it. Dress for the job you want. Before I get started, though, I'd be remiss if I didn't say, Norm! Good morning, Mr. Peterson. George went past. This week's Fun Friday is going to be dedicated to Norm and Cheers. Anyway, uh, these Red Mic messages are leadership and life lessons I picked up from 25 years as a public servant, 16 years as a youth football coach and scouting volunteer, and 10 years as a mediocre athlete with far more heart than actual physical ability. Again, today's Red Mic message: dressing for the job you want. Now, when companies need to fill roles, particularly top end roles, they often look inside. Um, People inside already know the systems, they know the processes, they know the staff, they know the strengths of the company, they know the weaknesses. And studies have borne this out that internal hires are significantly more successful, up to 6 times more successful than outside hires. And during the pandemic, outside hiring dropped significantly, but internal promotions stayed pretty steady. This shows up in rom coms too. Um, Not a great movie. It was cute, but the 1997 film Picture Perfect, Jennifer Aniston, Jay Moore, um, one of his, I think it's his only role where he wasn't playing a jerk. Most famously, he was a jerk in Jerry Maguire. But anyway, Jennifer Aniston's character is talking to her boss, and he passes on some advice to her while she's wearing her backwards baseball cap and looking like she's going to a concert instead of a business office. And then later she parrots his advice back to him in a sort of cutting way. She says that she was dressing for the job she wanted. That works. If you want to move up, start acting like you're already there. Here's some ways to improve your odds if you are bucking for that promotion, unlike old Hanrahan from Fletch. If you don't know that reference, look it up. I don't have time to explain it to you. Internally, make sure you've got a good support team. You need people who believe in you. You need to have real relationships internally with mentors, leaders, and people who may end up working for you. Um, Look for their assistance, look for their guidance, follow through. If you can connect with these decision makers early and they already know your work and your mindset, then they may be more willing to back you when you do go for that internal job. Another Jennifer Aniston moment when she went to Joanna and Joanna badmouthed her. She wasn't badmouthing her because she didn't want her to have the job. She didn't want to lose her. And then she reversed course and gave her a glowing recommendation. And then, of course, we know what happened to Joanna. Again, the show is old. If you haven't seen it, go look it up. You got to start thinking like a leader. You got to understand what your organization, your company, your entity, whatever it is, you need to understand what makes it work, what makes it successful. You also have to keep up with what other entities in your industry are doing. And then don't wait to be told. Go find training or certifications that are going to help you. Take on big projects. Look for other things that different leaders in your organization are trying to solve and help them solve it. You've heard me talk about it before. It's called Eat the Frog. Take the stuff off their plate that maybe they don't have time to do or don't want to do. If you get the reputation of being a fixer and a problem solver, then they're going to look to you, and they're especially going to look to you when those internal openings happen. Look like a leader. What do people say about you when you're not in the room? What should they say about you when you're not in the room? This comes down to that whole dress for the job you want. If your image needs work, whether it's how you look or how you are perceived, fix that. Volunteer for things that are going to make you more visible. Share what you're learning. Be a steady and capable presence that other people are going to trust. Tell people what you want. Tell them what you want, what you really, really want. Um, be honest with your goals. Tell your boss, hey, this is what I'm hoping for down the road. How do I get there? What do I need to work on? Maybe talk to the person who has one of the jobs that you want. Ask them what got them there, what skills matter, what knowledge, and start working on building that up now. Don't be afraid to pitch yourself. Don't wait for the job posting to make your case. Be ready to answer these questions. What does the company or the organization need from this role, and how have I shown I can deliver? Why do I want this challenge? What makes me ready for it? What's my vision for the future? And how can I help lead us there? 3 things. Ask those 3 things. Don't just want the job. You've got to show that you are the right person for it. So again, if you want to lead, start leading now. Dress for the job you want. Show up. Speak up. Be ready. That's how you earn trust, and that's how you're going to get that internal job. That's today's Red Mike message. I hope you found it interesting. I hope you found it helpful. I hope you are able to put it in place in your own life. I hope this was the best time you've ever had. That's a bit of a nod to Scott Adams. Found out a couple of days ago that he's got incurable prostate cancer that's spread to his bones. It's going to be tough. I wake up with Dilbert every day. Anyway. All right. Again, if you want to lead, start leading. If you want to be perceived as a leader, make people know that you are ready for that job. Again, do all those things. I appreciate you. Thanks for being here. I'll see you again tomorrow. You believe it? Tomorrow's Thursday. We're almost at the end of the week. Woohoo! And then Monday, Memorial Day. We'll have a late start Memorial Day. I'm going to sleep in as long as my dogs are going to let me. Just so you know. And then when they wake me up, I'm going to go take my flag. I'm going to go put it out on the front yard. We got a permanent dock out there for it. And then I may come in and do the Red Mic. Then again, I may go back to bed. It's a day off. I'm going to use it. Anyway, again, thank you guys. I love you. I'll see you again tomorrow. And don't forget, life is short. Drink the bourbon. I'll see you tomorrow.